Hello everybody. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. And so, have you ever felt like things are just happening to you? Like no matter how hard you try, like you can never get ahead, or the circumstances are just crushing you? And if you feel that way, give me a 1. Mercury is in retrograde, and I am sure everybody is feeling that way. I'm just going to quickly share this to my group and to my regular feed so other people can watch. And if you are watching this live, go ahead and share this, because anyone who's sharing it, I am going to give them a very special treat. So yeah, we have a very special, I'll talk about the giveaway at the end. But if you are watching this live, do go ahead and share and say where you're watching it from. I would love to hear where you're watching it from. So my name is Padma Ali. For all of you who don't know me, I am a psychotherapist and a wellness coach, and I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a mom of 2, and I am here to simplify this whole journey of living a healthy lifestyle in this very toxic world. We live in a pretty toxic world at this current time, and I'm here to simplify this whole journey. So, all right, back to this topic. If you're feeling stuck in your circumstances, definitely give me a yes, because that's what we're here to talk about today. So I'm going to give you a small story, because that might help you relate to this whole thing. This is what happened to me. I totally felt like a victim of my circumstances today. Not just today, this whole week. Things started happening. I started traveling. My childcare fell through. I had all these plans for this month and for this week to get stuff done. My business is growing so rapidly, I have to keep up. So there's a lot I need to get done. And I was feeling, so when all these things happened, I got totally overwhelmed. And I was like, how am I going to get stuff done? At least that was the story I was telling myself. How am I going to get things done? And not only that, had hundreds of emails that I haven't responded to, and I haven't responded to some texts. If you are in that camp, you know why. Things have been pretty intense. But here's what happened. This is the juicy part. I got called out. I got called out by my mastermind group. I think if you're not in one, you need one, and who will really call you out on your stuff. So here's the questions I got asked. I got asked, how am I co-creating this? How am I being a victim in this situation? Ooh, that word victim, right? It's a pretty loaded topic, and we'll talk more about it. And it's a big button pusher too. And also, how is this benefiting me to be in this place? And what are the lessons I'm learning? Good questions, right? Very good questions. When I first heard those questions, I was like, I'm not co-creating this. I have no intention. I want to work. I need to get stuff done. How am I creating my husband traveling or the childcare falling through? How am I creating all of those things? But here's the thing. When I stepped back and I started to reflect on these things, what I noticed was I can either blame my circumstances for what's happening and just say like, oh my God, I can stay stuck in my overwhelm, which is the story I often tell myself, and keep getting stuck in my head, or start looking at what is happening, why am I feeling this way, what can I do in this situation, right? What is the lesson that I need to learn? And the reason this is important is because when we are stuck in our stories about how the circumstances are holding me back, or I can't do this because my marriage is in a bad place, or I don't have the money, or I don't have this, or my kids are sick, or whatever, it is just stories that keep us stuck. I'm not saying that those circumstances aren't real, but when we are stuck in that thing in our head, you know what happens? It creates this cloud that comes over you that doesn't allow you to see the different possibilities, because there is a countless multitude of possibilities that you can do in that situation. But we can see it when we are that stuck in that story, in that circumstance, in that whatever is in your head. And when we get stuck in that and then we look at it from that particular lens, we're going to find things that really support that, right? Like that's how human beings are made up. We conclusion, we put on those lenses, and then everything we look at points to us and points us in that direction. So did I create the circumstance of what happened this week? Consciously? No. Unconsciously? Yes. Yes. And here is what was coming up for me. Okay. There was fear. My business is growing, right? That means I have to show up. That means that there are no more excuses. Like this is, I got it. I got to show up. And it's scary. And whenever there's fear, we often get stuck in this loop. And this is the bottom line. I might not have exact control over my circumstances, but I have control over how I think and feel about that situation. And when you change your attitude towards that situation, it actually opens up for more possibilities for you, more openings for you. And this, and here's the other bottom line: we are never victims. We are never victims. If we come at it from this place of this is a choice that I am making, or this is a choice that I am choosing to do, then we are no longer victims of that situation. And that could be whatever is in your life, whether it's a marriage that you don't want to stay in, or whether it is, choosing not to work that day because your kids are sick and they need you, whatever that might be. When you're coming at it from this place of like, I am choosing to do this, I think there will be a lot more freedom in your system. And this is the kind of work that not only am I doing, but this is the work I encourage the people I work with to do. And when they do this kind of work, it creates this enormous space, both internally and externally, to be that shining light in your life. Because we are all meant to be here for a purpose. We are all here on this planet for a purpose. And the sooner you find it, the sooner these lessons will stop. The sooner you find it and the sooner you accept it and you are that shining light, the sooner these things will stop. These stories or these circumstances that kind of hold you back will stop. And I guarantee it that when you take life by its horns, the freedom that you feel, the opening that you can feel, the awakening that you will feel it's pretty phenomenal. It's very phenomenal. It's not an easy thing to do, but it is worth the time and the effort it takes to be on that path. So here is the other piece. I have seen time and time again that when you work with your mind, when you work with your limiting beliefs, when you work with whatever's holding you back, that is a huge part of living a healthy lifestyle. Healthy living, non-toxic living is not only what kind of environment you're creating, your physical environment that you're creating in your home and what products you're using. That is a huge part of it, but it is not the only thing. The mind, body, spirit, emotions are all connected. So the faster you work with detoxing your mind, the sooner you can get to that place of living, feeling more healthy and feeling more that sense of freedom inside. So here is my very, very, very exciting offer to you guys. I'm very delighted about this. I am starting a membership starting September, and this is all about simplifying this whole journey of living healthy lifestyle, simplifying non-toxic living, basically. This is the simplifying this whole journey to non-toxic living. And these are the kind of things that we're going to be talking about in there. And it is so affordable. And not only do you get access to me, you get access to a whole community of people in that same path. And there's no commitment. It's only a monthly thing that you can choose to stay in it or not. And here's the thing: when you not only will we be addressing the toxic things that can simplify your external world, but we'll be also talking about things that simplify non-toxic living in your internal world, because they go hand in hand. So I opened it up just this weekend and I already have a few spots full. It's very exciting to do this work because the results are phenomenal, and I'll post in the comments what people are already saying about some of the meditations that I've done and all that. I only have 9 more spots open. So if you are struggling with like not figuring out how to get on this journey, on this train to non-toxic living, give me a 1. If you want to simplify this whole process of living a healthy lifestyle, give me a 2. And if you want freedom inside out, where you can feel, where you can have this expansion of not only what you do internally and externally, so that when they're aligned, you can be that shining light in that in your life, in your world, and help others do the same. Okay, so PM me, comment if you are ready to start this journey. I'm looking for people who are committed to being on this path, because those are the people I want to make a difference to, and especially mompreneurs, because we mompreneurs can get very stuck in our heads, and this is what I want to offer. So only 9 spots open. It's only $30 a month, and I have a bonus for people who are already on my Young Living Oils team. This is for you, especially if you're on Essential Rewards, you get in for just $5. Yeah, just $5, because Young Living is a tool, and this is one of the things that you can use to support your healthy living, and I want to bring in other tools that can support your mind, your body, your spirit, your emotions, your relationships, everything. So you'll get access to all of that in this subscription. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm so grateful to be here with you guys to talk about this. It is so close to my heart. I've been on the other side of not having my health on my side, and what impact it can have, and how victimized I used to feel back then, and the kind of person I've become right now. Did I create my illness? Probably. Before I was born, I decided that I needed to learn this lesson, or something I had to learn. And the learning for me, the biggest piece that has come from my own journey, is helping others not go through that. Yeah, I had to go through it so that I can help others not go through that. So I am so grateful for all of you, for all of you who are listening live, who are going to watch the replay, who are here to be on this path of not only making a difference in your own home, but also for the environment, for our Mother Earth. She really needs us right now. She needs us to get our act together and to clean out our shit. Pardon my language, but it is so important to clean out all the toxins we're putting out from our body, from our mind, and we're not living in alignment. This is going to create only problems going forward. Okay, guys, I'll see you later. I will see you tomorrow for Ask Padma on Thursday afternoon at 12:30. I might be a little late because of childcare issues, but I will be there. All right, guys, take care. Have a beautiful evening.